Good morning and welcome to your Eastern Idaho planning briefing for Sunday, June 21st. Once again, I'm Kevin Smith, one of the meteorologists here at the National Weather Service office in Pocatello. Taking a look at your summary here for the next few days, pretty straightforward and not a big change over what we've been advertising for the past day or two. First point, a general warming and drying trend is going to continue. It'll have a little hiccup today, but in general, that's going to continue into Wednesday of this coming week, so pretty low impact weather expected. We do expect breezy conditions today, and we do have a lake wind advisory that's been issued for American Falls Reservoir. Generally not expecting big wind impacts outside some impacts there marine-wise on the reservoir itself. Note for fire partners, we'll continue to advertise here those finer fuels and grasses are going to continue to generally dry out and become a little bit increasingly capable of carrying fire as we proceed into the new week. Of course, a lot of the larger fuels remain below critical thresholds for this time of year. Finally, a little bit of a change here. Model consensus is finally coming together, giving us a better idea of what to expect the rest of this week. Looks like a system is going to come in and bring maybe some showers and thunderstorms sometime in the Wednesday night to Thursday time frame, followed by a cool front coming across southeast Idaho, probably Thursday afternoon or Thursday evening. So, opening it up here with the satellite view, here's that high pressure center that's really going to be the key player here over the next few days, continuing to keep our impacts under wraps. Looking up in the northeast area here, though, closer to our state, kind of a snazzy little handoff going on here. We have a disturbance, a weak disturbance that's moving north into Canada here from the Seattle area. And it brought kind of an arc of moisture on shore over the past 24 hours. And you can see in the water vapor loop a little bit of that moisture starting to enter the state of Idaho this morning. Meanwhile, that low-pressure system that brought all that doom and gloom, the cold conditions, rain and snow to our area just a few days ago, you can still see a little bit of that moisture here up over Canada. It's still up there. So we're seeing kind of a moisture transfer here from this first little disturbance moving into Canada, sending some moisture eastward that's being wrapped around the backside of this low. And not going to be a huge deal for us, but it is going to tighten our pressure gradient just a little bit, give us breezy conditions this afternoon, and maybe a few showers or an isolated thunderstorm up here toward Lemhi County and the Montana and Wyoming borders as we go into the afternoon hours. Here's your matrix for today. Again, a little bit of an impact today, mostly for American Falls Reservoir with those breezy conditions, and also expecting the best wind speeds across the eastern Magic Valley, down across the South Hills, the Southeast Highlands region, Lava Hot Springs, Montpelier, Caribou Highlands, and maybe a few of those isolated showers or storms for a few locales up to the north and east. Monday, Tuesday, warming and drying trend. No impacts really expected across the region. And then here's that next system coming in, possibly bringing a few showers or thunderstorms late in the day on Wednesday. And that's particularly the case up north, Central Mountain region into the Upper Snake Highlands. And a better chance for everyone to see a shower or thunderstorm as we go into Thursday this week. Here's that lake wind advisory. Don't think it's going to be terribly windy this morning. It looks like that wind is going to hold off till this afternoon, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., the timing for peak winds on that advisory for American Falls Reservoir. And here's those winds. Graphic here on the left, sustained wind speeds, very similar to what we showed you yesterday, expecting generally about 15 to 25 mile per hour winds, mostly out of the west across the region. And over here on the right, you can see some of those peak wind gusts for this afternoon, reaching about 35 miles per hour from the Shoshone area east across the lower Snake Plain, American Falls, Pocatello, and then up toward the INL area, again, including American Falls Reservoir. Crops are in the ground for the most part. We obviously had some rain a few days ago, and these speeds are a little marginal. They're not strong enough to warrant a broader wind advisory over large portions of the area. We're just focused in on the reservoir. So I don't think we're going to see major issues from blowing dust or anything like that outside of marine impacts. Be noticeably breezy, but I'm not expecting we're going to see any major impacts across the wider forecast area today. High temperatures, as you can see here, warming a few more degrees over yesterday. We're getting up into the upper 70s to low 80s across the forecast area. Monday, dry and sunny, beautiful weather, warming continues, winds will be light, getting up again into the 70s to low 80s across southeast Idaho. Same story on Tuesday, but adding a few degrees to that, and you can see we're getting some upper 80s now, creeping in across the eastern Magic Valley into the lower Snake Plain. For fire weather partners, Tuesday, Wednesday time frame, we're going to start to see some of those afternoon relative humidity values really getting down there about 16 to 22% or so at the lower elevations. So not expecting a lot of wind with that, but certainly very dry conditions, maxing out on Tuesday and Wednesday. And finally, Wednesday, possibly a few low 90s creeping in from the eastern Magic Valley toward the Pocatello area. This will be our warmest day of the forecast. Again, winds will be on the light side, low RH values, really dry out there for our fire weather partners. And again, next system starting to approach the area, we'll see that ridge of high pressure break down, give way to possibly a few showers or isolated thunderstorms starting late in the day on Wednesday. Better chance of that on Thursday. So that's what we're expecting. Again, low impact weather in general across the region over the next few days, and certainly some beautiful conditions for those who want to get outside. That's it for your hazard briefing this morning. As always, please reach out if you have any questions, and have a great Sunday.